Alright, so the Kyle Connor trade, it's finally happening. Trevor and I have been in talks back and forth. He wants to open up a Japanese sushi shop inside of Tim Hortons' place. It is officially approved, but the name has to be Hyro Sushi. That's a genius name. I don't even eat sushi, and I'm going to be first in line at Hyro Sushi. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to your Saskatchewan Stags franchise mode. I'm feeling good today. Let's go ahead and get a big old episode out for you guys. In the last episode, I want to clear something up at the last little bit of the video because we ended up losing in round number 2 of the postseason to those damn Minnesota Wild. I ended up putting like 25 minutes of just like a spoiler-free kind of thing. Because there's times when you have a playoff episode, it's like an hour long, someone will skip till the very end, they'll see that we either won in the finals or lost in the finals, and they'll comment being like, oh, awesome Stanley Cup, bro, congrats, bro, and then it ruins it for everyone else. So with the spoilers there, you really have to dig in the extra work. So for the people who want to spoil it, that's what it's there for. I wasn't doing it to, be a dick or anything. There's people that were kind of upset about it, but I was also doing it because you look at the time of the video, I think the video is only 25 minutes long or something. Obviously, in the playoffs, we're not going to get done in 25 minutes. So that's kind of why I did it. I didn't want people to think, oh, great, here we go again. We lost in the postseason. I didn't want it to be like that. So I went ahead and I put that little extra spoiler in there. Just wanted to clear that up. But boy, do we have ourselves an episode and we have ourselves some work to do. So we got the draft. Who are we going to pick? We have a top 5 overall pick. I think we have 4th overall, if I remember correctly, and the 4th overall player is not Voracek. However, I really want Voracek. But I'm going to play the luck of the lottery since this is pretty much a free selection. I mean, we ended up paying what turned out to be an AHLer for a top 5 pick. Thanks, Arizona. Come again. Keep the change. Poor Aiden Huxley, though. But Voracek is the guy that I want. Now, we scouted to go 3rd overall. We have the 4th overall pick. So more often than not, the defenseman will slip and the winger or the forward will end up being taken over the defenseman. So that's kind of what I'm hoping here. I'm hoping that Desmond Asham eventually gets picked number 3 and Voracek slips to number 4, which eventually obviously becomes our selection. Now we have a couple things to talk about aside from the draft. Charlie, he says Russ Delmore loses the Calder to a 60-point player after having 40 wins and 7 shutouts. I know, trust me. I sent a strongly worded email to Gary Bettman and the selection committee. I thought, how can you choose the Calder Trophy winner? Now, no disrespect to Mr. Isaac Robbins. He had a great rookie year. 60 points, though, I feel like a rookie goalie with 7 shutouts and a .920 save percentage? That's just straight disrespect. But I can't be too mad because at the end of the day, the Chicago Blackhawks gave up Adam Boqvist for a 1st and a 3rd. Yikes. Alright, so as we hop into the draft, let's check in with the assistant coach. Actually, wait, we gotta check out before we do that, we gotta check out the retired players. Is Crosby gonna call it quits? No, he's coming around for 1 more year. Phil Kessel says goodbye at 39, but Crosby and Gino are coming back for 1 more year. That's crazy. So John Tavares, Mr. Pajama Boy, he enters Toronto in his pajamas and he leaves in his pajamas going to the old folks home, 36 years old, 662 career goals. Not a bad career at all. Not bad. Duchesne, Couture, PK Subban, any legends here retiring, anyone that's been on our team. Jake Muzzin, Stanley Cup champion for your Saskatchewan Stags. He ends up calling it quits. No one else I can see. Any tendies here? Let's have a look. As for goalies, Michael Neuwirth, Jacob Markstrom, there you go. Jake Allen, Keith Kincaid. So no one's super crazy, but those are your retirements. Now, speaking of Now, back to the assistant coach and his comment. Brandon Barenfeld, he says, I would definitely extend Kyle Connor and trade him either at the draft or free agency. Dun, dun, dun. Now, I have a plan for Kyle Connor, so just wait. Make sure to qualify all your RFAs and not sign any of them until after the re-sign stage is over, including your bigger names. Focus on getting Chubb signed, and Justin Falk and Anthony Cirelli are kind of wait-and-see players at this point. If you can re-sign them, then great, but if not, then it is what it is. Do manage to re-sign Falk, only sign him for 1 more year and don't bring him back next year. I agree with you. So I have a plan. I have a trade in place for Kyle Connor. I've been calling around a bunch of GMs, and we're going to trade him within our division. Oh boy, I know that's not super popular, but it's kind of going to help to our mini rebuild. Ooh, he said it. He said the R word. But we got to worry about that once we get past there. So we are going to re-sign him in the re-sign stage. We're going to have to do a bunch of moving around, maybe letting some players go to free agency, but maybe revisiting them when the time comes. So we got some stuff to do, but we're going to get through the draft first, and hopefully we can get our guy at number 4. So number 1, the Boston Bruins select Hoffman, 82 overall medium elite. He had 86 points in 64 games. Boom, quick math, genius in the OHL. He is looking like a very, very good player. His skating's nuts. He seems like he's nasty. The Pittsburgh Penguins, they get the 2nd overall selection, and they get Belanger. So he had, oh my God, did he play in the Q or something? 118 points in 67 games. God, that guy's a freak. So they get another player to play alongside of whoever that franchise guy they have. He's got 90 shooting. God damn. All right, now the Anaheim Ducks. I'm really hoping that they skip over the defenseman. I'm hoping they skip over Voracek and they take Asham or Riviera or McMillan or someone, anyone but Voracek. Come on, please don't take the defenseman, Anaheim. Please don't do it. And they do. Oh, baby. I knew it was going to happen. They select Asham, 71 high top 6. Thank you very much. I'm going to take Philip Voracek. Thank you. That was a huge mistake. I knew they were going to skip over the defenseman. I've seen it happen quite a few times. It's not every time, but we definitely lucked out. So here we go. Let's go to the podium. Let's make our selection. The Saskatchewan Stags would like to thank the great city of Detroit, although it's a little bit smelly, for hosting the 2026 NHL entry draft. Also like to congratulate the New York Islanders on their Stanley Cup, and with our 4th overall selection, we are very proud to select from the Extraliga, Philip Voracek. Welcome to the squad, my dude, and he's 77 overall medium elite. Oh, Anaheim, what are you doing? Thank you very much. I had a feeling he was going to be good. I saw it like even from before the season ended. I thought this guy is going to be a stud. And there was actually some people in the comments telling me that he's going to be really damn good. But oh my God, Riviera's 81 overall medium elite. Okay. All right. So he's already listed as a 4th liner. He's ready to jump right in. Lorenzo Riviera. Played in the WHL. That guy's a beast. He looks like he's just like the best well-rounded player. Look at his stats. They're kind of 85s everywhere. Like his shooting is all 85. His physical seems to be 85. His puck skills are all 85. His senses are 85. He's the most well-rounded player. He's going to be sick. That might have been a better selection, but hey, you know what? We don't have a ton of defensive prospects. I'm happy with that. Now going on, McMillan, 79 overall. So, Asham, what are you doing over there? 71 overall. Are you guys seeing something I'm not? He played in the Dell, so he played in the men's league at 17. I get that, but 11 points in 46 games, 17 years old. That's not a great pick. Even this Bilesma pick would have been better at 72. Yikes, Anaheim. Yikes. You know what, though? I am super, super pumped on the Voracek thing. I can't wait to get him in the lineup. He's going to be a beast. Is there anyone else we missed out on? Anyone crazy? I think after the top 10, it kind of slows down. Ooh, damn, Gibbons. There he is. Medium top 4 offensive defenseman. So he's kind of like the poor man's Voracek because he's medium elite. But here we go, making our 2nd first-round selection. Now, went with the defenseman last time. It looks like we only have wingers here to choose from. from. So we got Miles Tarnasky, who is an 18-year-old out of Red Deer, which is where I used to live. Shout out to Red Deer. 35 points in 66 games. Could be like a two-way forward. We have Julian Willem, who is 18 years old. Played in the Liga last year, 15 points. That's not bad. Or Ryan Lindros. Ooh, do we go with the Lindros name? Or we could go way off the board here with Philip Kubos, who played in the Extraliga. I'm going to go a little bit off the board here. Let's go with Ryan Lindros out of the U.S. Development Program. There you go. What a name. Love to see it. Welcome to Saskatchewan. He's 63, medium, top 9. All right, what do we miss out on? So Tarnasky was pretty much the exact same. What about that defenseman? Okay, so Kubos went before all of them. All right, interesting. Okay, 65 low elite. Ooh, that might have been a better pick. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I have a ton of energy. I got some exciting news about NHL 20 that I'm pretty pumped to share with you, and you'll find out within the next month, I hope, before the game's released. There's just a lot of really exciting things to look forward to, and I mean, I'm just in a good-ass mood, so let's get this draft done. Brett Tanby, who is the 6'4", 6'4" guy out of Quebec. Trevor Schaefer, who's 18 years old, another winger, or Isaac Cardwell, who is 17 years old. I feel like we're kind of stuck here with either a defenseman or another winger. We picked a defenseman with our first pick. Let's pick another one here. Defense wins championships. Brett Tanby. He's low top 4, 62 overall, a defensive defenseman, so I was right about that. Moving on to round number 5. All right, so we can get 2 picks for next year's draft. 2 picks for this year's draft. So we drop down like 20 picks and we get another 7th. Sure, I'll take that. Thank you very much, Washington. Thanks for doing business. So we got a bunch of 19-year-old guys here. I'm going to go with another defenseman in Ladislav Hossa. Love the name. I think we're done picking defensemen after this, but low top 6, 61 overall. It's not terrible. We have 2 6 and then 2 7th, so we got a couple more picks available. Looks like there's only defensemen on the board. I'm going to go off the board a little bit here. Let's go with a 20-year-old Bernard Poulin. He played with the Drummondville Voltigeur in the QMJHL, so let's go ahead and pick him. 20 years old, 57, medium, bottom 6. I don't know if he's going to be anything. We got no goalies available here, but we have Bennett Riaz, who is from Prince Albert, which is in Saskatchewan, so I feel like I got to take him. He's 19 years old, 6'3". Got the big kid from Edmonton. How about the big kid from Saskatchewan? Welcome to the squad. 7th round pick. Hey, it's not bad. Medium, bottom 6. I'll take that. Oh, I guess we only had 1 7th. I guess that was the Washington pick. So there you go. There is the draft. Voracek, Lindros, Tanby, Hossa. I mean, Voracek, Lindros, and Hossa, those aren't bad names. All right, so here comes the difficult part, and this is the re-sign stage. Now, usually I'm pretty, I guess you could say, pretty generous with the contracts. I kind of just give players whatever they want, but I'm going to be a little bit sticky this time. I'm going to go like $14 million for Hiroyuki, which is a ton of money. There you go, $14 million for you. They all want extensions. They're all pretty happy here, so I don't see why they wouldn't. Bowen Byram wants 7.4, which is a lot of money, but I'm going to go with 6.9 million for the next 5 years. There you go. Kyle Connor, probably his last week with the team, unfortunately. 5.8. I'll see if I can get it just a little bit cheaper. He's 30 years old, so bringing this to 36 is definitely scary, especially when we have a guy like Jake DeBoer who's going to come up. And Chubby kind of had an off year, so maybe playing with some young players like Jake DeBoer, and maybe we'll get someone else in and out of the lineup. That'll spark him up a little bit. We're gonna hold off on Justin Falk right now. Chubbs, we're definitely going to give a contract to. He wants 5.1. How about 4.7 million for 4 years? There you go. Former 50 goal scorer, might I add. We're going to tender qualify all these guys. Norm Clarkson, everyone, we're going to tender qualify. Anthony Cirelli, I'd love to bring him back. 1.6 for 1 year. Not even going to argue about that. Now, Mahalik, this is something that's interesting because we don't really have the cap in place to pay him under 5 million bucks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send him a qualifying offer. Now he should get an offer sheet and we could easily collect a first and a second for Mahalik. I'd like to sign him. I'm going to try to sign him, but he's obviously not happy here. So I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to keep a guy if he doesn't want to play here. So we'll have to see how that plays out, but I'm going to try to save as much money as I can. I'm going to get all these guys restricted, all these guys good to go, and I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so everything is good to go. I'm looking right now, and I think we might need a new third line center, but we'll have to see about that once things get going here. But Kyle Connor, he says no. All right, we can work on this. Anthony Cirelli says yes. This guy says yes. Hiroyuki said yes at 14 million. There you go. Toskala said yes. Bowen Byram said no. All right, Chubbs also said no. So I lowballed these guys a little bit. So I kind of understood that we might have to go back and forth a little bit, but we only have $25 million. Like, we're really stretching it thin here. Bowen Byram, I'm going to give him $7 million. Let's see if he'll take that. Did I give him 6.9 last time? How about 7.1? There you go. Kyle Connor, I think I gave him 5? Was it 5 million bucks? We'll just go 5.6 for 6. We're going to trade him anyways. Justin Falk, I'm going to hold off on, and Chubbs, we got to give a contract to. So Chubbs, you know what, dude? I'll give you what you want. You scored 50 goals, making 3.9 million. I'm fine with that. But that's going to take us pretty much right to the cap, I'm pretty sure. So Kyle Connor says no, Bowen Byram says yes, and Chubb says yes. So I really don't want to lose Kyle Connor for nothing, and we're pretty much going to trade him anyways. So let me see. I'm probably just going to give him exactly what he wants. Whatever. We'll even sweeten the pot a little bit, give you an extra $25,000. There you go. I have a trade in place that's going to work, so I'm not too worried about his dollar value. I was just trying to save a little bit. Oh, come on, buddy. He says he's not very happy with the minutes he's playing last year, which is understandable because he was on the third line for a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and beef it up just a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't scare off the potential trading partner, and then we should be good to go. I'm going to have to do something with Justin Falk as well. Oh, come on, Kyle Connor. Really? You're really putting this down to the wire here for me. I need to trade you. I can't let you go for nothing. We have to really beef up this offer here. I hope that doesn't screw over the trade. 6.3 for 6 years. Come on. Now, I think we are going to bring Justin Falk back. However, it's only going to be for 1 more year, and it's going to be at probably 5.3 million bucks. There you go. You're going to have 1 more year for the veteran guy, just 1 more. He's won a couple of cups. He's done everything he needs to do. Come on, Kyle Connor. No way, Kyle Connor. You're not going to do me like that. No way. Justin Falk says yes. There you go. Don't you understand? I'm trying to trade you, Kyle Connor. Don't you get it? Sign on the dotted line. Okay, 6.6. I really hope that doesn't screw over the trade. Yeah, we're good to go. Hopefully he signs. If not, we are a little bit screwed. Come on, Kyle Connor. Oh my God, are you serious? You've got to be joking me right now. Okay, so that really screws up all of my plans. Shit. Okay, let me reach back out to him in free agency. That means we're going to lose on a couple days in free agency, though, which is really screwing me over. There's 2 other teams interested as well. Oh, no, Kyle Connor. Don't do me like this, my guy. Come on, $7 million. You'll have to sign for that, okay? You have to do it. This is not good. This is really not good. I had a trade in place. I had a complete trade in place. The team has already agreed to it. I just had to pull the trigger. All right, so I just quickly wrote down the team here. Now I'm hoping that Mr. Marcus, with 2 S's, that we drafted a couple years ago in the first round, I'm hoping he grows maybe into a third line center. That would really help because we need a third line center for this year because we all know these guys play on the same line. Perfetti is going to be the second liner, and then Anthony Cirelli is going to obviously go on the 4th line. So I'm hoping that Ovechkin, Marcus with 2 S's, can be our third line center for this year. So in free agency, we need to find a third line winger / a third line center that we can kind of just rotate. And then as for defensemen, Bowen Byram, Adam Boquist, Hughes, Falk. It's going to be X and X because I don't really know what's going to happen here. We have to do some shopping, but I also have to wait on Kyle Connor because the trade I had in place, I need Kyle Connor to sign. I can't really wait. He's kind of screwing me over here. So I need another centerman if there's one available. Like a guy like Henrik Borgstrom is perfect. $3 million. However, that puts us like right at the cap. Henrik Borgstrom's kind of a winger as well. He would be perfect for the third line. I would really, really like Henrik Borgstrom. However, we basically gave all of our money to... Ooh, we could bring back Braden Shen as well. Oh, man, do we bring back Shenner for the third line? Shen or... Oh, man, what do we do? Evgeny Malkin, how are you, bud? We should just go and get Gino at this point. 35 goals, 3 years out from 50. Oh, man, so many choices. You know what? I really like Evgeny Malkin for a third-line winger, if not a third-line centerman. However, I am a little bit worried he's going to drop to like 79 overall because he does have that AHL potential right now. It might be a safer bet to go get a guy like Jonathan Dahlin, who is a former Canucks prospect who decided that he didn't want to play for the Canucks, and then we traded him. He kind of seems to be more of a second liner, so I'm kind of going to stay away from him. However, that is a really good deal. 2.7 for an 85 overall guy. It's not bad at all. The thing is, I know Malkin puts up points. I'm just scared he's going to drop. 40 years old. I mean, we were kind of trying to get him last year. And I could, however, just bring out the big kid from Edmonton if ever I wanted to on the third line. We are stretched for the cap, so it is kind of a cap-saving move. Bringing a veteran guy, one last chance at a Stanley Cup. I'm only going to give him 1 year at 2.5. There you go. Come on, Gino. Now, we also need some defensemen, but that's going to happen with the Kyle Connor trade if he signs. Please, God, Kyle Connor, do not screw me over here. Don't go sign with like Toronto or something. Okay, thank God. There you go. Evgeny Malkin's here. Kyle Connor's here. We can all take a break. We can all relax. All right, so the Kyle Connor trade, it's finally happening. Shout out to Kyle Connor, though. He's been a beast for us. He had some great chemistry with Chubbs early on, but unfortunately, we got younger players coming up. Jake DeScore has to play top 6 minutes this year, and Kyle Connor is still a very, very serviceable player. He's not happy here. He has no good chemistry with anyone, so I think it's time to move on, and we're going to send him to Colorado. In exchange, we are going to be getting J.C. Roussel, who's a young 21-year-old two-way defenseman, which he's going to slot right in, which is awesome because we need some young defensemen and I need some roster spots. And this guy's going to be a future top 4 for us. I'm excited. Picked just out of the top 10 in 2024, and we're also going to get a first. Trade looks pretty even, but I would like to get a little bit more because this is Kyle Connor we're talking about, all right? Throw me a third and a fourth. Give me as much as I can possibly get. You're getting a legitimate top winger in the National Hockey League. I was looking around at some teams, and this one made the most sense. They don't really have a ton of wingers. They have Landeskog and Rantanen, but that's about it. So if you get a guy like Kyle Connor, he's going to slot right in on your top 6. This trade looks pretty even. We get a first for next year. They're a rebuilding team. Let's go. J.C. Roussel and a first for Kyle Connor. They say no. All right, let's chip away at it. Let's get rid of the fourth. How about just a third? Trade rejected. Okay, how about straight up for a first and Roussel? Will this trade go through? Trade rejected. Wow. Okay. So when I did some pre-scouting, I thought this would go through as is. However, maybe with Kyle Connor's cap being a little bit higher, maybe that makes sense why they don't want to take this now. We kind of had an agreement. I kind of thought it would have went through. Joe Sakic, what are you doing screwing me over here? Come on, here you go. J.C. Roussel, we'll go ahead and throw in the third. What do you guys think J.C. stands for? Jesus Christ? What is this guy's name? Here we go. Will this go through with the added third? Trade rejected. Give me a break. All right, I can just throw some scraps at you. I want the first, though. That's the biggest thing. I want the first. All right, so I'll throw in this nothing defensive prospect and a 5th. Come on, that looks pretty even. Give me a break, Joe Sakic. We already talked about this. You already agreed to the trade. Now you're going to be pulling this? Okay, give me a 4th. Come on. Will this go through with the added 3rd? Oh boy, now you're just pissing me off. Okay, I'm adding the 2nd. That's a lot to pay. We're basically just paying Roussel for Connor at this point. Trade rejected. Okay, we might have to look elsewhere. I really thought this was going to go through. I did some pre-scouting and Roussel was my guy, but okay, apparently plans have changed. All right, so 2 drafts ago, there was a guy named Kovalchuk, Ken Kovalchuk, who is not Russian, he's American, believe it or not, but he was picked the pick before us, and it kind of fits our need, so I think I'm going to go ahead and trade for Ken Kovalchuk. He looks like a beast. Now, he's low elite, he's a bit of a wild card, which I kind of like. He had 55 points in 59 games in the O. This guy could kind of slot right in, and if he performs well, he could take over the role of Justin Falk for next year. Ken Kovalchuk. All right, so he looks really, really good. A nice offensive defenseman, which I obviously like. We're also going to get a 1st, a 2nd, and we're going to try for this Nichols guy, but I think this might be a stretch. Billy Nichols. He's a sniper. He's 74 overall. They want to get rid of this. They want Kyle Connor. They have the cap. Will this trade go through? Trade accepted. There you go. Colorado screwing me over, agreeing to a trade, and then whining because he's making $700,000 more. Pittsburgh doesn't care. They're throwing around firsts. Boom. How are ya? Thanks for coming out. Thanks, Pittsburgh. Appreciate doing business with you. So Pittsburgh actually needs wingers as well. Their right wingers are weak. Their left wingers are nasty. They have Tierney, Tolvanen, and Kyle Connor. So Kyle Connor is probably going to play top line minutes. Kind of throw like Jared McCann with Tierney, and I guess you can either throw Tolvanen or Kyle Connor, but regardless, he's going to play top 6 minutes, where he's not going to play top 6 minutes on our team. But I'm looking here. Looks like Crosby's a free agent. Oh boy, we got Gino. Should we get Crosby? Okay, so we are going to sign Voracek here. Depending on how the offseason goes, he could slide into a roster spot next year. We'll see what we can do here, but Bowen Byram, Adam Boquist, Hughes, Falk, Kovalchuk, and we could kind of go with Chouinard if we want to, which isn't a bad idea, or Voracek. But I think I'm going to wait and see how this all plays out. I don't know that I'm going to get another defenseman because we still have, where is he? 85 overall defenseman. He should be here. Where are you? There he is, Mahalik. So $5.5 million. We could basically trade him for a 1st, essentially, is what we're going to have to do here. We have to sign a Finisenkov as well, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. There you go, 2.1 for 3 years. There you are. But if he gets an offer sheet, that's another 1st round pick that we have. We have Toronto's, we have our pick, and now we have Pittsburgh's pick. So we have 3. We could get 4 with him. Mahalik is listed as a top 4. We don't really have a spot for him. He wasn't super happy in the minutes he was playing. I could play him with Kovalchuk for now. However, he wasn't happy here. I don't want to play a guy just to play him. I want to make sure he's going to be happy here. You know what? I think I need to make a smart hockey move. Mahalik is listed as a top 4. Do I have room for him in my top 4? No, I don't. He's good enough to be a top 4 guy. He needs to be a top 4 guy. I just can't justify playing him on the bottom pairing minutes with Kovalchuk. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get one of these players to play alongside of Kovalchuk, and then we're probably going to take the 1st or a 2nd or whatever it's going to be for Mahalik. We're going to, not really be negative about this because, we kind of grew Mahalik from 49 overall. He won Stanley Cups. He was a beast. But we just don't have the room for him. It's kind of like Kyle Connor. I just feel a little bit more attached to Mahalik. All right, so I'm having a look around here, and there's some players that look good on paper, like John Carlson, but he's too good to play on the bottom pairing. He's just too good. Even though he's 80 overall, he's just a little bit too good. So I think I might go after a guy like Cal Foote, who's kind of the perfect 3rd pairing shutdown guy, not going to put up a ton of points, just quietly goes about his business. He's 6'3", 221. He's going to be our 1 year, $2.1 million replacement for Mahalik. Now, I'm hoping that Mahalik goes ahead and gets himself a nice offer sheet. Go get paid, buddy. All right, here we go. Advance to next season. We've made, shut up. We've made a couple of moves here. So right away, they want to offer us Hampus Lindholm for Voracek. Now, Voracek was the guy we just drafted. Hampus Lindholm is elite as it gets. I don't have any room for him in my top 4. That just goes to show how much value that Voracek dude has. Thanks very much. Cal Foot, there you go. Afinasenkov is back as well, which is good. A first for Kuznetsov. Oh, man, these trades are crazy. All right, just waiting on an offer sheet here. Waiting on an offer sheet. Voracek for Nugent Hopkins. No, thank you. Fiddler, all these guys are coming in. Hopefully he gets an offer sheet. I'm waiting. He should get an offer sheet. There it is. Okay. Oh, sorry. That's actually Kelly Klingberg. Now, that's a guy who I think we're going to say goodbye to as well. Go ahead and give me the third. He's going to go to Nashville. There you go. All right, there's one offer sheet. Now, where's the big one? I need the big offer sheet here. If not, we're just going to trade his rights, but that's going to kind of suck. I might just be better just to sign and trade him. Casey Middlestat for Voracek. We're getting some offers here. Still waiting on that offer sheet. There it is. Okay, Emmanuel Mahalik has been offered a offer sheet. Oh my God, $6.2 million for 4 years. That's a big boy contract. I can't even do anything. Given the salary submitted, you will receive 2 draft picks, a first and a third. Mahalik, let's have a little moment here. We drafted you 49 overall. I knew you could do it. You come up through the minors. You make the team. You win the Stanley Cup in your rookie year. You're an 85 overall top 4 defenseman. I'm like a proud mother. Go ahead, enjoy the sunny weather in San Jose. We'll be playing you a lot, but I will gladly take the first and the third. Man, this is just an emotional episode. Holy. Another year is upon us. We're going to keep the captaincy on Sugimoto. Chubbs has earned the A, and Adam Boquist, slap that A on your sweater. 2-time Norris Trophy winner, by the way. Thanks, Chicago. As we head into year number 9, almost the 10th year with your Saskatchewan Stags, I'm a little bit nervous about what is going to happen with our bottom 6 because we got Evgeny Malkin. However, we have Afinasenkov, we have Fiddler, we have Sorelli, we have Clarkson, we have that Ovechkin guy. I think there might be one too many players. Hopefully Fiddler is not the guy on the outside because he's been there for the past 3 years. He should have been in the NHL. But let's see how everything looks. Let's have a look at the lines. Actually, before I do that, and perfect, just the team I'm about to talk about, the Arizona Coyotes. I want to see if Huxley is finally in the NHL or what the hell they did with him. Come on, throw the kid in the NHL. There you go, 85 on the 4th line. That is something you absolutely hate to see. I really hope he lights it up. Seriously, I hope he just kills it. Okay, so here we go, having a look at the lines of what do we got cooking here in Saskatchewan. So Jake DeBoer still an 86 overall. I'd like to compare him to Isaac Robbins, but let me do some moving around. Chubbs, we're going to play on the right wing because I want Jake DeBoer to play his natural wing, so we're going to go ahead and throw him on the left wing. His shooting is now up to 94 across the board. I think this could be a nasty, nasty line for us here. Now, it's going to be something like this. How's Malkin's face-off? 75. I'd like to play him on the wing. We'll go ahead and throw him on the left. Afinasenkov, Clarkson, and Gino. Franzen, the big kid from Edmonton, and Anthony Sorelli. So you know who's on the outside looking in once again? Fiddler. You hate to see it. But here's how this is looking. Boquist, Byram, Hughes, Falk, Calfoot, and Ken Kovalchuk. I think this guy's going to be a sleeper. Watch out for this guy. Take him early in your fantasy pools. I think he's going to be sick. And now here's our problem. Marcus, with 2 S's, Marcus Ovechkin. He's a guy who I would love to get into the squad, but where does he play? And Vincent Chouinard, he is listed as a depth defenseman, so he can technically play in the AHL. Kind of sucks that he's in the AHL. This Hino guy we drafted in the first round, he has a ton of trade value. Hopefully he's ready to go for next year. But Fiddler, buddy, I'm sorry. Will he ever get the chance to play in the NHL? Who knows? So what do we do? Maybe signing Malkin, was it a mistake? I don't think it was a mistake because regardless, I've seen players like this who put up numbers no matter where they play. Like the superstars. Like I've had Stamkos at like 40 years old and he still puts up 65 points. So I'm not super worried about that. I am worried about Marcus Ovechkin though. Sorry, Marcus with 2 S's. Are we sold on Jesper Franzen? Are we? 23 points in his rookie year. Going to give him another shot. As of right now, Ovechkin's going to be a healthy scratch. I'm going to wait to see your guys' comments. And same thing with Chouinard. As for the goalies, though, let's have a look. Mount Rushmore. There you go. 90 overall. Snubbed of the Calder Trophy. He's got something to prove. And Malcolm Subban, 33 years old. AHL looking all good and ready. Voracek is not quite ready. However, he's going to jump right into the North American ice. He's going to go ahead and play top 2 minutes in the American Hockey League. They got themselves a goalie in Tuomo Taskala. We drafted him in the 4th round, so not a bad pick at all. Keep the change. And I think we are all but ready to go. I think, potentially. So one thing I wanted to point out is without publicly saying I'm doing a rebuild, I'm kind of doing a rebuild without doing a rebuild. You can see I have 4 first-round picks. San Jose, Pittsburgh, Toronto, and our first-round pick. I have 4 firsts for this year. 4, all right? 4, just so you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bobby Orr's number. I got 4 of them. So I'm kind of quietly rebuilding without saying the R word because we're not supposed to say the R word. But look at all of our trade value. God damn. All right, so I actually want to check out Isaac Robbins. Compare him to Jake DeScore. What's he looking like? Is he up to like 87? He's up to 88. Damn. Okay, all right. So Isaac Robbins, Calder Trophy winner. He's got all the confidence in the world. All right, interesting. And Mahalik actually goes and plays with Isaac Robbins. Okay, a little bit of a traitor, I think. It's actually a perfect place for Mahalik. He's going to get top 2 minutes with Ryan Merkley. So, I mean, it's an offensive guy. It's a defensive guy. It kind of works out. Honestly, I wish nothing but the best for Mahalik. One of my favorites. But I'm in such a damn good mood that I'm just going to continue with the video. So we got a game against the Wings, which is obviously fun. We got to slow sim that one. I want to see if we have any games against San Jose. Okay, so we have 1, but that might be a little bit late in the video. I don't know. We'll see. I want to get at least the first month of simulation done. Let's start it off here. We got the return of Huxley. He played in the American Hockey League all last year. Finally gets his shot. Let's go, boys. We're starting off this year hot. We're a little bit pissed off from the playoffs last year. I'm ready to dominate. Let's go. First period, 1-0, baby. Hiroyuki. There you go. Period number 2. 3-0. How are you? Hiroyuki and Jake DeScore. That's what I'm talking about. Snubbed of the Calder. He comes through with a big one. Hiroyuki with another. Make it 4-0. Christian Fischer scores on Russ Elmore, breaking the shutout. Okay, we allow 2 within 2 minutes. You hate to see that. But Evgeny Malkin, some said he's washed up. No way, baby. He is back with vengeance. Goes from Russia to Pittsburgh to Saskatchewan. He's scoring goals. Jesper Franzen makes it 6-2. That's a couple goals from our bottom 6, a couple goals from our top 6. Not a bad start. Hiroyuki, 3 goals. Not a bad season opener at all. Now, we have this game against the Red Wings, which is going to be fun because if you guys remember, the last time we played the Wings, we beat them 11-3. That's right, 11-3, ladies and gentlemen. Solani has 40 points and Iguchi has 35. So, again, I'm hoping for a huge night from Iguchi in order to eventually pass Nika Solani in the point department. Pretty rare that Nika Solani takes a night off, so we're definitely going to have our work cut out for us. We're 2-1 to start off the year. Sorry, make it 4-1. A quick back-to-back 3-2 win, then a giant 8-2 win against the Canucks. Take a lap, Vancouver. Up against the Blues, that's another win in overtime. We've got it done twice in the extra frame. Looking at the Nashville Predators, another win. There you go, starting off 6-1, where the Wings are 4-1-2. All right, so stop what you're doing, text your grandma, tell your sister that Nika Solani is going up against Gucci, and we got ourselves a blockbuster. This one's a hockey night in Canada. Now, Don Cherry hasn't made many appearances in this franchise mode. You know, he usually stays on the East Coast, doesn't like to come to the West that much, hang out in Saskatchewan, but when Nika Solani and Gucci are in the building, Saturday night, hockey night in Canada, it's gonna be a good one. God love them. Good Japanese and Russian kids. I think Solani's Russian. No, he's Finnish. What are you doing, Don? You drunk? Classic Don Cherry. All right, let's go. Hockey night in Canada. We got Saskatchewan, the main event, up against Nika freaking Solani. Let's go, Gucci. Big night for you, buddy. Last time it was an 11-3 massacre. Let's see what you can do this time. Period. Number 1. All right, 2-2. Lots of goals. Norm Clarkson and Hiroyuki. All right, there he is, Nika Solani and Filip Zadina. Period number 2. This one could be a wild one, and it is a wild one. Boquist and Justin Falk, Cole Caulfield and Svechnikov. Back and forth, back and forth. Come on, Gucci. You can do it, my dude. Oh, no, not Nika Solani. So we know he's up to at least 42 points. He's probably going to have 4 points on the night. He's a freak. But Gucci, he says, what's up, Nika Solani, you big Finnish bastard? And Chubbs, he goes, what's up, you stinky dudes over there in Detroit? Gets a huge goal, 6-5. Oh, man, oh my God. Are you joking me? Nika Solani, give me a break. Of course he just, plots a hat trick, because why the hell not? Are we going to a shootout? Oh, no, we're not, because Adam freaking Boquist shoves his Norris Trophy right in UC Saros' face. He scores a goal, making it 7-6. It's always so much fun playing the stinky, stinky players from Detroit. Gucci only had 1 point, which kind of sucks. Boquist had 4, and he was a +6. Can we all just quickly thank the Chicago Blackhawks? Just one time. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Now, Nika Solani, we know he had at least 4, and there it is. He had 4 points. So he's got 44. The gap, it's slowly getting almost unreachable here. You hate to see it. All right, so the rule is you can't leave on a heater. We're currently on a 5-game winning streak, and I kind of want to get my revenge against the Minnesota Wild. So what I'm going to do is go all the way up to the Wild, slow sim that game, and then we're going to stop this episode. I know this one's been a little bit longer, but the last one was quite short, so I want to just give you guys a nice little long episode here. And we lose back-to-back. You hate to see that. So there goes our 5-game winning streak. Let's go ahead and get our revenge on the Minnesota Wild. Come on, period number 1, and it's 3-0. Chubby, Sugimoto, and Jake DeBoer. Chubbs has been scoring a lot. I've been seeing a lot of him on the score sheet. Hopefully him and Jake DeScore are playing good together. Period number 2. All right, 3-1. Ryan Donato going into the third. It's a wild one. Franzen, Clarkson, Hiroyuki, Colin White, and that defenseman score for them. We double up on them, 6-3. Boom. You love to see that. Sugimoto is absolutely on fire right now. 17 points in 11 games. Look at Adam Boquist as well. This guy's on a mission, looking for his back-to-back Norris, baby. Chubbs has 8 and 11. Jake DeBoer's got 9. Aguchi's got 10. Where is Cole Perfetti? Ooh, Cole Perfetti's only got 6. Evgeny Malkin's got 6. All right. Quinn Hughes has 4. Bowen Byram. Kovalchuk. Okay. And a little bit of a slow starter here. I'm not gonna push the panic button quite yet. Russ Delmore is 7-1, and Malcolm Subban is 1-1. Let's go ahead and have a look at the entire league just for fun. Let's see who's leading the way in scoring. It's probably Nika Solani because he's a freak. No, it's not. It's Ron Tierney. There he is. He's got 21 points in 10 games. Okay, calm down. So it looks like Kyle Connor is loving playing with his new team. He's got 16 points in 10 games. That's awesome. Now, just checking in on Isaac Robbins, he's got 12 and 11. All right, so we got to get scoring here. We got to start putting up some numbers. You know what, actually, I'm going to keep on the simulation. I know this one's a little bit long, but I really don't want to stop right now. I'm having fun. I'm having a blast. So I think I am going to go up all the way to the San Jose Sharks game, just for fun. Just for fun. Big trade. Keeler for a bunch of players I don't need. No thank you. We have another back-to-back here, Montreal and Tampa. And are we going to win against Tampa? There you go, 4-1. That's a big win. Now, if I saw correctly, the Hawks were 10-0 at one point. Oh my god, a 10-5 win? Boston, ouch. You guys okay? You want to talk about it? All right, so there's Cole Perfetti putting up 4 points. There you go. And it says the Stags come back from a huge deficit to beat the Bruins 10-5. Imagine being down like 4-1 and then we'd come back and just win 10-5. 4 points for Cole Perfetti, though. There you go. Now you can see the Hawks are number 1. They have 23 points and we have 21. So if we beat the Hawks here, we end up tying them to be best in our division. They're having a crazy start to the year, 11-2. Let's go. I'm in the recording mood. I'm not stopping. If you don't like long videos, I'm sorry, but this one is going to be a bit of a marathon here. Let's go. Period number 1, and it's 3-1. There you go. Period number 2. All right, 4-3. This one's a wild one. Gino gets on the score sheet once again. They come close, but we need a big goal from Chubbs here. I need a Chubbs goal to put us up 5-3. Come on. Come on. Shots are pretty even. Oh, man. Russ Elmore. That's my guy. Stopping everything. I jinxed it. Actually, it's Malcolm Subban, so it wasn't a jinx. That's just straight up bad luck. Are we going into overtime? No, because Finn Seidenberg, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, gets a heartbreaking goal, and we lose. You hate to see it. That sucks. All right, so we've been losing a couple games here. We lost back-to-back earlier in the month. We had a nice rebound game against the Wild. Lost one, had a huge win. Oh my god, another big win, 10-2. Holy. Scored 25 goals in our last 3 games. Is that a joke? Look at Sugimoto, he's got 29-16. The Japanese boys are back. Did they ever leave? Basically, I just want to go all the way up to the San Jose Sharks game because I want to go Robbins versus DeBoer, and I would like to see the return of Emmanuel Mahalik. And it's actually in San Jose, so it's not technically the return, but it's the first time that we're going to play the San Jose Sharks with Mahalik, who I feel like is like our child that we like molded and we made him into this great NHLer. 8-2 win. We are putting up numbers. It's kind of sad, but at the end of the day, we didn't really have the room for him, and I guess it made sense. Another 8-goal performance. Jesus, how many goals are we scoring this month? Oh my god. Up against Ottawa, they have a terrible record. Gotta be an easy 2 points. I'm looking at a 6-1 win. I'm calling it 6-1. Do it. Make me look like a genius. Or a 3-2 shootout win. So San Jose is 11-11-1. They don't look very good. Hashtag lottery pick. Thank you very much, Mahalik. All right, let's go. Let's see if Mahalik's going to score on his old team. First period, 3-0. Yikes. Timo Meyer, Ekholm, and Lockhart. Period number 2. 4-1. Evander Kane, but Jake DeBoer gets 1, so that's all that matters. Jake DeBoer scores. Isaac Robbins has yet to find the back of the net, but that's probably the xTech jinx right there. Come on, 4-1. Can we make it close even? Oh, this one's over. You hate to see that. We lose against the Sharks. Did he have any points even? He had no points. That's good. And Mahalik had none as well. He had played 21 minutes. He's going from playing on the bottom pair to playing over 20 minutes a night. So that's awesome. And look at Sugimoto. 41 points in 24 games. This guy is a man possessed right now. Oh my god. Hiroyuki, Aguchi, oh my god, they're all over 30 points. That's crazy. Okay, Cole Perfetti, what's going on here? Something's up with the second line. Where's Chubbs? So Chubbs has 21 points in 24 games. That's respectable. Jake DeBoer's got 22 and 24, but Cole Perfetti, what's the deal, bro? What's happening? You all right? What's going on here? Quinn Hughes has 16, Justin Falk. I'm looking at Kovalchuk, and he's still only got the 1 assist. For an offensive defenseman, I had really high hopes for this guy. Maybe should I put him on the power play? I don't know. What do I do? I should have probably stopped the simulation because we got to figure out what we're going to do with Ovechkin. Kind of got simulation happy there. But I don't know. There's still some things to work on. I mean, we're just crushing it right now, so I don't think we need to make any trades or anything. But I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments. 15-4 for Russ Delmore. Not a bad year at all. Let's see if Sugimoto is leading the league in points with 41, and he's tied with Oscar Gormley, so he's really turned it on. Gormley is over a goal per game. That's crazy. Any rookie skaters that are doing nuts? Lance Rupp, who was a first rounder, 5th overall, looking like Phil Kessel being drafted 5th overall. This guy's got 20, so not a bad rookie crop. I do want to check one more thing before this mammoth video ends, and that is going to be the picks that we have. So just to remind you guys, so San Jose has 25 points. They're kind of right in the mix. Toronto is the worst team in the league. Oh my God. And Pittsburgh doesn't look like they're doing too great either, 22 points. So this could be a crazy, crazy year. Let me know what we should do with the team. I'm basically thinking that we trade players we're not using for picks. Do I put Mr. Kovalchuk on the power play? You guys can let me know. Here's how the power play looks right now. Here's how the lines look. If you want me to change anything up, please let me know. Do we take Bowen Byram off the power play? I don't know. What do we do? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next episode.